Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about my experience, basically my first 2 hours playing the game, and let's get into the video. Alright, so I did do a live stream on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GBS Playz. That's my Twitch channel. I did a live stream there, and basically I'm gonna go over how that went and also the game performance and everything, because I did say some things in that live stream as well where it proves me right to a point and not to a point. So basically, so far the gameplay of the game, I think the gameplay of the game is actually pretty fun. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you can literally jump, double jump, and then what is it, a T, I think? Jump, double jump, T. Like this is fun. Now that's the funnest thing. And then you can also like just walk on walls, which is also great at the same time. But other than that, the combat in the game feels actually pretty good. It reminds me of PGR, but it's not exactly. Like, you can tell that they didn't make it exactly like it, which is good because they still got to reach an audience where it's not super hard to do certain things. But I do like the parry. Like, it has a parry feature, which I like. And also, almost every gacha game in the world have that feature where, you know, you can just switch out while fighting. And like, for gameplay wise, the gameplay is actually pretty decent. It's actually pretty good. I like it. The way the world looks is actually good. I'm gonna get into the technical stuff, aka like how it runs on my computer. I get my computer stats, how it runs, and then all that other stuff later in the video. But right now it's just the gameplay part. I think the gameplay is pretty good. Now let's move over to the gacha part, because this is still a gacha game no matter what anybody wanted to say, and also the story as well. I'm gonna talk about that also. All right, so this is basically like any other gacha game. You got the % off because this is your first time summoning, so they give you % off. You get the events, which right now he is the event character. I don't really care for him. I don't really care for Duke characters in general. I may care later on, but whatever. And then we have the standard banner, which this one I actually do like, because they have the standard banner for freaking swords as well. Obviously, it's not the swords that you'll get in the whatchamacallit, but it's like the generic ones that probably everyone will use. And you have it. I mean, I'm just surprised that they have this in the first place, because I've never seen that yet in the game. Yeah. Because usually they just lump both of these into one. But with WutheringWaves, they have the standard character banner and the standard weapon banner as well, which I do like. And they both are 80. And then when 80 ends, it's literally just a guarantee. Okay, it's literally a guarantee. Let's talk about the weapon first, right? The weapon is basically, it's not like Genshin or Honkai where you have a chance of losing. It's literally, you don't have a chance of losing. Once you get to 80, you're done. You get the weapon. If you don't get the 80, then you don't get the weapon. It's that simple. But as you can see, it also does use different currency than the other banner, which means you're gonna have to have 2 currencies. So good luck with that as well. Instead of having one universal one, it's 2 different ones for that. And I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same for the standard, but the only ones that's different is the events. They have 2 different currencies, which could probably get annoying. And basically, it's just like Genshin. It's a 50-50. You have a 50% chance the first time, and then after that, it's a guarantee, just like Genshin. Now, the weapon banner is way more generous, let's be real. But other than that, that's about the same as Genshin. And also the pricing in the game, because I like to look at pricing. This is how you can tell if a game actually thinks it's going to survive or not. Because if they overprice it, you know, they just hitting it for the money grab. Now for this, actually, it's literally the same as everything else. It's $99.99 for the max, and then everything else is everything else. You have the item exchange, the bundle, and then you have what most people are gonna use because it's the best option, the 30-day pass. You have the 30-day pass right here. Now in the item exchange, because you also got special bundles and level up bundles as well, which is going to be free. You know, every time you level up, you're going to get some of these. Obviously, they ain't going to give you a lot. You might as well, to be honest, just save these until you get to level 80, then just collect them all, because I'm pretty sure they ain't going to disappear, right? And as you can see, 8 of these, I don't know how easy it is to get these, but 8 of those equals 1 of these or 1 of these, or if you want those as well, 1 of those. But to be honest, who knows? And then they have the thing where if you have to attain the character first to even get it, which makes sense because we don't want people wasting their earned currency on freaking extra stuff that they're not going to be able to use until, like, let's say 8 years later or something like that, right? Obviously, I'm just over exaggerating with that. But other than that, we have the free-to-play one right here, which is the Costco Grove. You get, it doesn't tell, there you go. You get 6 out of these, 6 of those, and then 6 of those. So it's just literally 6 of those. And then a little bit of the currency, you can waste it on that other stuff, which I just say, just buy these and just wait for it to reset. It looks like they reset every 40 days, which is, god dang, that's kind of long, I'm gonna be honest. And then here, you can, this what you do to change it right there. The only thing is that third currency is going, that's just gonna throw me off. But other than that, that's just the gacha side of things. Now let's get into what I think about the story. All right, so far, the story, I think it's basically just a generic story, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know they end up revamping the story or whatever because people said that they didn't like it, it was trash or whatever. Right, I don't know, this is the revamp, I guess. Obviously it's basically just the same story as any other gacha game. There's really no difference there. All right, now the level system is basically the same like in any other gacha game. I mean, it's not gonna really be anything mind-blowingly different in this game, guys. You got the weapons there, you can upgrade those. You got the characters, which you can upgrade, which I am going to upgrade her right now, actually. Just go upgrade her to level 13. That should be good enough. We have right here, we have, okay, so this is where the echoes come in, which you can capture echoes, you can put them in these slots, and they become an extra part of, it's like an extra thing, to be honest. Like this one right here, echo skills, summon a cruise ring that heal friendly units. And then you have another one which gives like guard, and I think this one right here, yeah, it charges forward, successful hit grants follow-up strike and the shield. And they basically give like an extra layer of, like basically extra layer of combat that you can have. And you can also upgrade them as well. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% positive you can upgrade these as well. Yeah, see, upgrade right there. I never really checked that out though. And this is the talents that they have, basically talents. Like think of Honkai Star Rail, these are the talents that you can upgrade. And then this is their pay to win option right here, where you get 1, 2, 3. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 6. So you can, well, I don't know what we're gonna call it, E6, E number. I don't know what they're gonna call this, but we get these 6 of them, okay? Then the last thing is obviously where you can like look at the character and do all that other extra stuff, right, that people love. Now let's get into the performance of the game and how it actually runs. So as for the performance of the game, I think the performance of the game is actually pretty decent depending on what you do. Now let's say that, because most people, I'm pretty sure nowadays most people don't have hard drives, or maybe they do have hard drives, but I played this game first on the hard drive. And if you go watch my stream on twitch.tv while it's still there before it disappears, or if I did upload it, you can watch it on there as well. I had a lot of problems with hard drive during playing this game, and I'm not sure why, and I'm not sure how they can fix that. As you can see, it was a little stutter right there as well. Y'all started playing this live while actually fighting, and then those are the echoes right there that you can get, by the way. But basically, when I was playing the game, and let me get my stats so that way y'all know that, you know, it wasn't my computer. I'm pretty sure it's just the limit on the game itself. I have, first of all, RTX 4080 Super, and then other than the 4080 Super, I have Ryzen, not Radeon, I say Radeon. I have a Ryzen 9 5900X, I think. 5900 or 5700X, it's like one of the two. I'm pretty sure it's the 5900X though. And also I have two SSDs and then one hard drive. Well, technically 2 SSDs and 2 hard drive. One of them is just like I can take out and move anywhere I want. But other than all of that, that's how my system runs. And I have, I think, 64 gigs of RAM. 64 or 32 is one of the, no, 32 gigs of RAM, I think. I really believe it's 32 gigs of RAM. I don't think I have 64. That's even overkill for me, to be honest. That's my stats. And on the freaking, like when I was playing it on stream, I even played it all stream just to make sure it wasn't because I was streaming. Maybe for whatever reason that had extra load on it, which will make no sense whatsoever to me. But you know, that, who knows, right? Technology, right? And I was testing it on there, and for whatever reason, when I had it downloaded on the SSD, it was horrible. It was actually pretty bad. It was loading forever. It took forever to load. That's the first thing. And I was like, bro, that really made me mad. Sorry if you hear that in the background, by the way. They mowing outside and I can't control it. Bang. But basically, like it was it was pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest. It crashed my game at one point. Literally, my game crashed at one point. It crashed my whole computer. And other than that, it would, when it loaded to cutscenes, the dialogue would kind of be off because the dialogue would delay from the actual game showing what's going on. It would end up correcting itself, but it would delay. When I got a new character, it froze the screen for a little bit, and then I actually played that. It played the noise, but then froze the screen, so the animation was delayed at that point. When loading in the areas, it took like, well, I guess I used everything loading in quick. It took it took a long time for things to load in. When loading in new areas, it would just sit there at 65%, and then it would load. And like it was just horrible. Like it was like playing a AAA game, right? I decided, you know what? I'm gonna download the SSD and try it out. And this is what you see like right now, gameplay me on the SSD. But I downloaded on my solid state drive, and now it works almost perfectly. It still have a hiccup here and there. I just think that's something they got to patch out in a hot fix or something like that. But other than that, like, because when I used to do this, when it was in the other one, it wouldn't shoot her. Like her first 2 shots would not activate at all for whatever reason. I don't know why it would happen. I just know it would. Oh my gosh, I now know I could do this. What the heck? But I just know that like anybody that I attack with, the first 2 attacks, nothing. You literally will hear nothing. And then after that, it would actually work. I'm not sure why. Like it would just be lagging. Now, let me know if y'all had the same problem as well, because I'm not sure why. Me personally, I'm not sure why it happened. I think it's probably just this game probably can't be run on a hard drive, or if it does, it will greatly reduce the performance of it, because depending on your hard drive, mine's probably ain't that fast, so that's probably why. The performance now, like it actually performs like a game. It doesn't lag. It takes like 2 seconds to load into a new when you on the loading screen. When you actually fighting, it doesn't sit there and freeze midway through the fight. I haven't seen any crashes at all. I haven't seen any, like I see like small little stutters, but not big stutters where it just freeze when going in and out of freaking cutscenes, because it did that as well. In the cutscene it freeze, and then it played the cutscene. Out of the cutscene it freeze, and then it played the cutscene, and then it played like you back into the world. But so far, when adding on the SSD, it doesn't do that. So I would definitely say for anybody that's downloading this game, make sure you have an SSD, because if not, your life is going to probably be a little bit harder than what you really wanted to be. How the heck am I supposed to do this? I'm supposed to click this or something like that? I probably gotta move this anyway. But other than any of that, my entire load of the game is actually pretty fun. I like it. I can't wait, to be honest. I really can't wait to start something in this game. And also, I mean, it's free. It's free. Just hit that subscribe button. Anyway, other than that, that's about all I have. Make sure you guys, again, like, comment, and subscribe if you do. Don't forget to share the video, and let me know how y'all experience went with WutheringWaves. If you want other Wuthering content, it's right here.